This is easily the biggest pivot that made me money in my business. It switched from maybe sometimes making money to really making money, and it converts at almost 100%. In fact, I just talked to somebody about this recently, and they were like, "There's no way your numbers are true." And I said, "I promise you, this converts at almost 100%. Converts more than running ads. Converts more than having sales closers, having any kind of sales script, all that bullshit." The number one shift pivot that I did in my company that made me money and converts at almost 100% is switching my sales calls to no sales calls. And it literally said that: book a no sales call, 15, 20 minutes, let's just connect. And by the end of that call, almost every single time, like 9.8 out of 10, people were asking, "How can I work with you?" I never sold. It was a promise of the call. I was not going to sell to you. But because I didn't sell, because I spent those 15, 20 minutes really thinking about what they were talking about, what their problem was, giving them a couple of suggestions to get started. Often I would give like a 3-point action item, what they needed to go and start with to move towards, completing their goal, social media, marketing, whatever it is they needed help with. I would give them the next steps to start free of charge. They almost always said, "Great, how do I just hire you to do this?" We know sales calls are trash. We know that the sales process is trash as somebody who is buying. So why do we force other people through that for our own businesses? The second you go, "Nope, the buyer is in charge. I'm going to let them be fully in charge of if this works for them or not. I'm not going to try to manipulate. I'm not going to try to talk them out of it. I'm not going to try to sneak and force them onto calls so that they suddenly are being sold to when they weren't expecting it. I'm going to just build that connection." That's when you start making real money. And if you take that energy and put it into your social media will also make you real money.